Hello everyone and welcome inside of the Rogers studio for another episode of Attack Wrap. I'm your host Matt Sanderson, and it was another very good week for the Owen Sound Attack. Yes, their 5-game win streak was snapped, but then they made a nice bounce back 2 nights later when they took on the North Bay Battalion. We'll get into all that and more. Yes, the Bears are sitting second place right now in the Western Conference and pretty comfortably as well. Things are going pretty good in Owen Sound for OHL hockey. Let's go over to the OHL On the Run Player of the Week, and it comes as Guelph Storm goaltender Nico Dawes, who has a 4-1, 1-2 record on the year. He was 3-0 in 3 games this past week, 195 goals against average and a 949 save percentage with 1 shutout. And he actually leads the OHL in goals against average, save percentage, and shutout right now. His actual season goals against average is .230, and his save percentage, .938. So he's playing very, very good between the pipes for the Guelph Storm. And as we switch over to the Huron Tractor Player of the Week, it is the big overage defenseman Brady Lyle. 15 points on the year for him, 3 goals, 12 assists, and in 2 games he's got a goal and 3 points for +2. He was the first star in Saturday's game versus the North Bay Battalion, and he's second on attack scoring right now, +8 on the year. Standings, let's take a look at it now. In the Western Conference, the Saginaw Spirit still leading the way. They are tied with the Windsor Spitfires in their division for 19 points and tied for first place. But obviously, as the way it works, it's the 2 divisions have to get the 1-2 spots. So the Owen Sound Attack are the ones leading the Midwest Division right now. 17 points on the year, 2 points back of first place. And the Flint Firebirds are in... have 18 points on the year, and they are in 4th place. Kitchener Rangers, Erie Otters, Guelph Storm, and the London Knights, 6-4, 1-1 for them. They're slowly climbing into things again, and the Greyhounds and the Sarnia Sting, after winning 5 in a row, they started 0-7. They won 5 in a row. Then they have their 5-game win streak snapped. They're 5-8 on the year. Over to the Eastern Conference, where the Oshawa Generals still just running over teams. 11-2 right now on the season, and they are playing hockey with a purpose. Yes, Andrew McLean, former attack goaltender, sent over there. He's playing very, very well for that Generals club. The Sudbury Wolves in second place with the Peterborough Petes, 2 points back, and the Ottawa 67s and the Barrie Colts, along with the Niagara Ice Dogs, 5-7, 2-1 on the year. The Hamilton Bulldogs and the Mississauga Steelheads, 4-9, but they grabbed the 8th place spot right now. North Bay Battalion, 3-11, and the Kingston Frontenacs, 1-10, 2-1 on the year. Still looking for their 2nd win of the season. Let's go over to league scorers, and Quinton Byfield still leading the way. 31 points for him, with Arthur Kaliev 3 points back of him. And then you have Sean Jostling and Cole Perfetti in the mix, with Connor McMichael, Nick Robertson slowly behind them. And then Philip Tomasino, Cole Koski, and Semyon Argachintsev from the Peterborough Petes. And then there are 4 players tied with 21 points in that 10th spot right there. We'll go over to attack scoring now. And Aiden Dudas leads the team right now in scoring, 18 points for him, 15 for Brady Lyle. And then you've got Sergei Popov with 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points for him. Barrett Kerwin, he has 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points on the year. Dalen Grew, 9 points, but he still leads the team in goals with 6 on the season. Ethan Burrows in that mix as well, with Carter Robertson and Adam McMaster. All 4 of those gentlemen, 9 points on the season. Matthew Phillip and then Andrew Parrott with 6 points rounds out your top 10 for attack scoring leaders. Let's go over to upcoming games now. And the Owen Sound Attack play tomorrow night at the Bayshore, home to the Flint Firebirds. We are actually not broadcasting that game, so it won't be on Rogers TV. We will be back on Rogers TV for the Hockey Fights Cancer Night on November the 2nd, but they have 3 important games coming up. They have Wednesday, Friday in Kitchener, and then Saturday home to the Sarnia Sting, and then after that it's November 9th and 10th home and home with London and Erie, and then Thursday, November 14th, 15th, 16th, 3 games in 3 nights. You have at Barrie, at Guelph, home to Kingston. So a couple tough games in there, but definitely some winnable games for this Owen Sound Attack team. And let's see if they can keep pushing things forward. CHL Team of the Week. We'll go over to the highlighted players there. In the forwards, Nicholas Ouellette. He's got 8 points in 3 games, 7 goals. In that stretch, Connor McMichael from the London Knights, he's got 8 points in 3 games. And then you have from the Portland Winterhawks, Jake Grisius, and he's got 7 points in 2 games. Noel Hoffenmeyer with the Ottawa 67s, 7 points for him. Also have Coltrane Wilson from Lethbridge. He's got 5 points, and the goaltender of the week is Nico Dawes, and we already mentioned everything that he's done this week. So it's Halloween costume night tomorrow night at the Bayshore, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to have some prizes and giveaways and whatnot throughout the stadium, but throughout the arena. But we encourage you to dress up for tomorrow night's game. And then Saturday, November the 2nd is a very good one. It's a great initiative, and it's Hockey Fights Cancer. The Sarnia Sting in the Bayshore for that one. And then after that, you have Military Appreciation Night and Woolies Warriors as well. That's going to be coming up very shortly. Also, those are some of the special dates that the Attack have this season. So some really cool games we encourage you to get out to if you have the opportunity to. And also the jerseys for the Hockey Fights Cancer Night will be auctioned off at the end of the game. And then obviously all the proceeds there will go to the Canadian Cancer Society. So all in all, an amazing thing, and should be a good night when the Sarnia Sting are in town. But I want you to stay with us. We still have the opportunity for you to win some tickets on the other side of the break. Along with that, we'll have Griffin Wilson and Nolan Seed in studio here with me too, and we'll talk everything Attack hockey, and we'll even go into the Bears Den a little bit, see how these two gentlemen know each other well, and see if they can win for bragging rights on this team. So we'll step aside, be back inside of the Rogers studio for more of Attack Wrap.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details. Looking for great seats to all the action? Rogers Super Sports Pack delivers. With NBA League Pass, get up to 40 out-of-market games every week, all season long. More dunks, more slams, more to love, live in HD. NBA League Pass, part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack. All this for only $35.95 a month. Order through your remote on channel 431 or call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today. OHL action on Rogers TV.
What kind of show do you want to see on Rogers TV? What interests you? Log on to rogerstv.com, fill out a show proposal, and tell us about your segment idea. We want to know what you want to see. Rogers TV, only on Rogers.
Welcome back, everyone, inside of the Rogers studio. Matt Sanderson alongside Nolan and Griffin Wilson. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I know, Nolan, we were originally supposed to have you earlier on in the year, and then it kind of got flip-flopped and mixed match. So needless to say, we're glad that you're back here in the studio with us. But let's get right into things, guys. It's been very good hockey at the Bayshore, or even around this team this season. You've won 6 of your last 7, and you got to be feeling pretty good about how things are going so far, Nolan.
Yeah, hockey's fun right now. It's a lot of fun when you're winning, and come into the rink every day and everybody has a smile on their face. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I feel like there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of chemistry on this team, Griffin. I feel like if you look at the top line and you look at even the fourth line, there's playmakers on the team. There's a lot of depth there.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of depth on our team, and I think that's one of the big reasons why we're winning. Each line can score, each line can make plays, and ultimately, it's just why we're winning. So it's been good.
All right. So before we get into anything too much further, let's go and show you some highlights from last week's games. We'll first start with the Barrie Colts game on Thursday night in Barrie. Take a look.
But Woolley gets to it first. Puck's turned over. Here's Allenson. His shot stop. Rebound. They look for it. It's behind Guzda, and he reaches back with the pass. Aiden Dudas loses possession. Picard up with it. Quickly out in front. Forster's shot scores! Tyson Forster buries it. No hold up. Passing it over to Parrott. Parrott winds up. His shot scores! What a shot there by Andrew Parrott. Found the lane. Clark out the wing. Collects it by Bignell. He'll cross it over to Totora. Jacob Totora waits over to Bignell, and he'll tap that one home. And Bignell, he's able to pick it up for the Colts. Luke Bignell sends this in, bounces in front. Bignell pokes at it, and Guzda somehow gets the pad on it. Suzuki at the point. Looks at his options, puts it to the net. Stop, rebound. Picard scores! Matej Picard, Johnny on the spot, buries it. And Suzuki's able to get it to the blue line and out. And now we have Tyson Forster on a breakaway shorthanded. Forster, forehand, backhand, and Guzda makes the outstanding pad save. Trying to get away from Wilms, goes to Popov. Popov's pass is picked off. It's Luke Bignell shorthanded. He's got a breakaway chance. Bignell, forehand, backhand, and Guzda again. Dudas setting it up for Popov. Popov dropping it there for Dudas. Quickly over to Lyle. There's a nice passing play there, finished by Popov. Lyle turning it around. 11 seconds left. Lyle to the net. Stopped by Seelovs. It's loose. Kerwin going for it. And Seelovs will cover it up.
Seelovs, nice job to reach out and grab that one.
Here's a last chance effort. McMaster the shot, and Seelovs stops that one.
So going into that game, obviously riding a 5-game winning streak, but I'm pretty confident you guys knew Barrie was out for some redemption after the earlier game where you guys trumped them 10-0 in their own building. So it seemed like you guys played some pretty good hockey overall. Felt like it was maybe the second period got away from you guys a little bit there, Nolan, and then you battled back afterwards.
Yeah, obviously with us beating them 10-0 in their barn last time, and we knew they were going to come hard and push us, so we just tried to go in there and counter them, and definitely a game that we wanted back, but yeah, it definitely sucked losing that 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, and I think what makes a team good, though, Griffin, is the way that they can respond in adversity and the way that they can bounce back.
Yeah.
So obviously you lose Barrie's game, but then you have a day to regroup, and then you're back at it again on Saturday night. Tell us really what this coaching staff said to you guys to really get you not focusing on that anymore and focusing on this North Bay game.
Yeah, absolutely. In Barrie, they thought we had a slow start. We didn't really come out too good, but in the second and third, they thought we played really good hockey, so they just kind of said, just play 3 complete periods like you did in the second and third, and the rest will follow. And then it was good to have that practice day in between, kind of work out the tweaks in our game and stuff. So I thought it was beneficial to the North Bay game.
Guys, I think one of the biggest talking points around the season is how well Matt Guzda is playing, especially starting off this year. Honestly, that could have been a 3-1 or it could have been a 5-1 game with the way Guzda was playing in net, that he was able to keep those pucks out. Nolan, you play right in front of him on a nightly basis. Tell us of what you're seeing from Guzda this year.
Yeah, he's been a rock back there for us, and you know, he's probably one of the most competitive guys on our team, and I think you can attest to that. In practice, he's always given it 100%, and he's always willing to stay on after practice and play 2-puck and games like that. He's always willing to compete, and I think that's why he's doing so well this year.
Yeah, he's really taken it to another level so far, but after that, he did get the rest, and then Nick Chenard got the start in the North Bay game. Let's take a look at the Saturday night game against the North Bay Battalion.
Played with Powassan Voodoo last year.
A bit of a weird offseason for the battalion that saw them ship out both goaltenders that played last year, Christian Prop and Christian Purbu. Here's Dudas over the line, inside to Grew. Grew scores! A great pass from Aiden Dudas, and a minute 11 in. Owen Sound leads by 1. Moncada playing the third-line center role for the battalion. There's a pass. Lyle headed back to the net, gets it back, and he scores! And it's 2 former battalion, McMaster and Lyle, who hook up to make it 2-0.
We mentioned the reputation that Sam Butler brings with him.
Here's Wilson stepping in, shot, and he scores! Griffin Wilson has got his first of the year.
No longer with the organization. I believe he's playing junior hockey in the States.
Backdoor pass, Russell scores! And Mitchell Russell, the former attacker, is on the board. Across the ice, trying to get around Schluting as Phillips slips it in.
What a beautiful goal.
On his third OHL team now, of course, was drafted by the Peets back in 2015. Here's the Markham native, Moncada off the post and in. And a bouncing puck corralled by Luke Moncada. Wonder if that goal goes straight to the legs. Up the boards to Schluting, shot, tip, Chenard stopped, rebound, and he'll stop another one. And the third attempt, and it's in. Pass ahead to Dudas. Dudas inside to the forehand, stuffs it 5-hole. And the captain gives the attack the 2-goal lead. He's got to be just salivating.
Net's still empty for North Bay.
And here comes the puck right at it, and it's right in the middle.
So Owen Sound, that's it for them. They have a bit of a breather till Wednesday.
All right, so a 6-3 victory there. It was 4-1 for a good chunk of the game. You guys really got off to a very hot start, and you talked about the fact of you needed a better start from the Barrie game. You guys certainly got that in the second, into the third period. They started coming back on you. But it shows the intensity that you guys had to be able to battle through that. Nolan, tell us a little bit about how you guys knew that once your lead went from 3 goals down to 1, how you guys had to kick it up a notch.
Yeah, in that North Bay game, I think the first 2 periods were probably the best 2 periods I think we've played all year. You know, we were flying, we were not really giving them any time and space to make some plays, and I think the third period kind of got away from us a little bit, and they started to dig back into it. But I think once we put a full 60 like we did, like play a full 3 periods like we did in the first and second, I think we're going to be a dangerous team.
And Griffin, you actually found your first point of the season, first goal of the season. Ripped it top corner. We thought there was some speculation around the first game of the year, whether you got it. Needless to say, you ended up getting this one. So how did it feel? It seemed like you had a pretty big smile on your face.
Yeah, it was definitely a weight off my shoulders. I've been, I feel like I've been having a lot of chances, creating a lot of chances for other players on our team. Just to finally get that first one feels pretty nice. So yeah, it was good.
All right, guys, so both of you guys kind of in your sophomore year of the OHL now. Griffin, for yourself, what have you maybe done in the off season to really try to elevate your game for this year?
last year, being my first year, you just got a bit of a taste for the speed and the strength of all the guys playing. So all this summer, just working to get quicker. I was in the gym like 4 or 5 times a week, just knowing what I had to do with my trainer. Definitely work on your conditioning, and just obviously getting stronger. But just having those first 3 steps, just it makes a whole lot of difference when you're playing out there.
And are you noticing that even like the coaching staff and whatnot are noticing a difference out there on the ice for you?
Yeah, absolutely. They know I've created a lot of chances. I've just been a bit snake bitten for the first little bit of the season, but after getting that last one, hopefully things start rolling around for me. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Nolan, for yourself, you're still looking for your points on the season, but how do you think your game has elevated from last year? I know you're in a little bit more of a perennial role this year on this team.
Yeah, I think it's just one more year of maturity. I put a lot of work in this off season. I focused a lot on my nutrition and just trying to add as much good weight as I could. And coming back this year, I knew that I would have a bigger role, and I'm just trying to help a lot of the younger guys. We have a lot of 16-year-olds this year. Last year I was the only one, so I'm just trying to help them out as much as I can and focus on my game. So yeah, it's been good this year.
How have you maybe been able to kind of help out Denny Gore in the sense, obviously you play 2 totally different positions, but he was the first round draft pick of the Attack this year. You were the first round draft pick of the Attack last year. Is that kind of maybe something that you reach out to him at some point because you know kind of the pressure, the intensity that's on you?
Yeah, a little bit, I think. Like you said, we both play 2 different positions, but I kind of let him know at the start of the year if he ever need anything, just to come ask me. But yeah, he's a good player, and he's going to be good for us down the road as well.
And what do you make of the back end, this blue line? I got to say, I think that this is probably one of the best defensive cores in the Ontario Hockey League, with just even the depth that you have. How much more special is it that you get to play with guys like Brady Lyle and Carter Robertson and even learn that much more from them?
Yeah, like I'd probably put our D core probably at the top of the league, in my opinion, just with our depth and, like you said, Brady Lyle and all those guys. We're just deeper than most D cores in the league, and I think that's a really big reason why we're having so much success this year.
All right, so we're going to go and throw out our first trivia question for the night. That's for a pair of tickets to tomorrow night's game, Mark? Excuse me, for the Hockey Fights Cancer game on November the 2nd versus the Sarnia Sting. And it is, when did Griffin Wilson score his first OHL goal and against what team? So tell us when Griffin Wilson scored that first goal and what team was it against? That's what we're looking for. If you can answer us that question, you win a pair of tickets to the Hockey Fights Cancer game on November the 2nd against the Sarnia Sting. So going back to that one, obviously you scored your first goal of the season this year.
Yeah.
And then going back to that one last year, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Was there almost a sigh of relief? Maybe not as big of a sigh because you got your first goal last year of the OHL, but do you kind of still go back to that time where you got that first goal?
Yeah, I honestly still have the video saved on my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watch it quite a bit, I'll be honest. But yeah, it's great getting your first one out of the way, and hopefully I can just get a couple more this year. So yeah, I'll be happy.
All right, so if you can tell us when Griffin Wilson got that first goal, we'll give you a pair of tickets to the Sarnia Sting game on November the 2nd.
If nobody answers and I answer, can I get tickets?
We'll see what we can do for it. I think you play a pretty important role in that game.
Yeah.
So if you look at the style of hockey that was played last year to this year, it seems like this coaching staff has done a really nice job of being able to create a lot of chances up ice for you guys. The passes, very crisp. Obviously, it's something that you guys really focus on in practice, but there's even a little bit more skill, all that built in this year. Griffin, tell us a little bit about how this coaching staff has kind of made it a little different this year as opposed to years past.
The coaching staff's been great. Tanger, Hish, Skillsy, all those guys. I think Hish has really made a big difference this year. Working on our skills, he gives us all these drills that we can do to be better. So I think it's just great. We're really focusing on our passing this year, making sure it's crisp. So we want to be a puck possession team down the line. So I think working on that will definitely help us in the long run.
All right, so we do have somebody on the line to try to win these tickets. We have Kyle on the phone. Kyle, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Do you have the answer to our trivia question?
Is it Sudbury?
It was not.
So actually, it was not Sudbury. So we're looking for the date and time. So it was when did he score it? So even the month that he scored it in is fine. And then we're looking for the team he scored it against. So you're along the right track. I'll give you a hint. Jersey color there. So maybe give us a quick call back. Try to figure that out for us. So these tickets are still up for grabs for everybody. Let's try to throw out a little bit of a hint to them. It was in the month of October?
Yeah, it was in October.
Okay. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Who's on the line here?
It's Mike.
Oh, Mike. How are you tonight?
Great. How are you?
Pretty good. Do you have the answer to our trivia question?
Oh, I thought I did. Yep.
What would it be?
Well, I'm pretty sure he scored it against Mississauga.
I did, yeah.
And what month? Do you know what month it was, Mike?
The month that he scored his first year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Starts with an O.
October.
There you go.
Absolutely. There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
No
Hopefully you
problem.
can turn into the next G. Wilson that was awesome here in 2011.
I'll try.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, Mike. You win that pair of tickets. And I'm having technical difficulties here it's like all over the place.
Yeah, my phone, like I was talking to you, usually I have to turn mine off and I have it off. But usually I'm not hearing you, I'm hearing them.
Oh, that's okay.
But it's all good. Good show.
All right, well, we appreciate it, Mike, and stay on the line so we can get all your information for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot. So, yeah, October, same month as you did this year, against the Mississauga Steelheads. So you still have the phone, you still have it on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
How many times do you watch it? Do you watch it?
Not a lot.
Not a lot?
Honest.
Okay.
No.
All right.
You watch it every night before you go to bed.
No.
Guaranteed.
The last goal I just scored, I've watched that a couple times.
I mean, I do. I watch my first goal all the time just because I'm trying to get one, right? Can't buy one.
Yeah.
I'm still really having technical difficulties here with this earpiece. It keeps falling out, so I can't hear my producer. I think we only have a couple minutes left before we go to break here. So, Nolan, you kind of made a little bit of a joke about it off air, and they were giving a stat before the Leaf game tonight of how Tyson Barrie hasn't scored points yet in 10 games, and you haven't scored your first point yet in 9 games.
Yeah.
Is that a little bit of extra motivation for you for this 10th game coming up?
Yeah, I can definitely exhale a bit. He's a pretty good hockey player, so just to see that he's kind of having a slow start, I don't know, makes me feel a little bit better. It's definitely not the start that I had imagined and hoped for, but hopefully I can turn it around and get things going in the other direction.
Absolutely. So actually a very fun fact of information. Griffin Wilson scored his first goal on October the 26th of 2018, and he scored his first goal of this season on October the 26th, 2019.
That's
exactly
weird.
365 days apart. So that should be a good one. Stay with us. We'll be on the other side of the break. Still more tickets to give away, and Bears Den get to know these guys more on the other side of the break.
NHL Center Ice, you get a premium ticket to the games you want every night of the season. With up to 37 out-of-market games a week to choose from, you'll get more goals, more saves, more non-stop action from the teams you love. NHL Center Ice, part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack. All this for only $35.95 a month. Order through your remote on Channel 431 or call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today. Attack action on Rogers TV.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
The dying art. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, inside of the Rogers studio. I almost said Bayshore because I'm so used to saying it every Saturday night, but welcome back inside of the Rogers studio. Nolan Seed, Griffin Wilson here. And a fun fact, these two gentlemen actually won this game last year. It was originally called, like, I don't know, it was a lame name, like who knows who. I came up with something a little bit more creative, and we're going into the Bears Den this year with these two gentlemen. And they are billet roommates, so they actually know each other quite well. And the toughest task is going to be when Dalen Grew and Aiden Dudas come on the show in December. That's what they're going to try to go after. So we'll have to see how well you guys do at this. Did pretty well last year. Let's jump right into it. Let's go with what... okay, so we already know when you scored your first goal, but tell me when Nolan Seed scored his first OHL.
Well, I don't even know.
You don't even know?
I know who it was against.
I know who was it against. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Write down who it was against. Flip it over. Yep. London Knights. There we go. 1 for 1. So that's
nice.
Pretty good. Nice start. Have you guys? Do you guys go to Starbucks or Tim Hortons more?
Timmy's.
Probably Timmy's.
Timmy's?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to tell me, Nolan, what Griffin Wilson's go-to drink is from Tim Hortons.
Okay.
Do I write it down too?
Yep. Iced coffee, throwing in even a little bit more flair with the medium iced coffee.
Yeah.
So, very good.
A little more specific, yeah.
All right.
It's also Griffin's mom's go-to Tim Hortons drink order.
Yeah, she came to stay with us for a bit.
Yeah.
So
shout out to you, Lisa.
So.
Yeah.
She's probably watching it now.
So you get a little bit of that from your mom, I guess.
Yeah.
The go-to in the Wilson family is medium iced coffee.
Yeah, gotta have it.
All right, sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna go off board here. You guys have already, I guess, assumed autographed a fair share of sticks, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want you to tell me, Griffin. Do you guys ever talk about like that? Like when you give autographs or anything like that? Like, would you know when he gave his first autograph to somebody?
I don't think I would.
Probably not, but I could guess, like, probably like at the Attack barbecue, I imagine.
Probably, yeah.
Like when he first.
Like I'd be lying if I told you like I actually knew, but that's probably a good guess.
Around that time.
It's probably a good guess.
Yeah.
And this gives a nice segue into Nolan Seed was just mentioning to us your cursive writing talents that you have.
Yes.
And it was funny because
Elite.
I was actually at work the other night and somebody was mentioning the fact of they had to print on something that they were signing because they didn't know how to cursive write. So, do you know how to do cursive writing?
No, I'll be honest. I only learned it like in grade 2, so no, I don't know how to cursive write.
Well, as far as I know, they don't even teach it to you in school anymore.
My grandma had to teach me.
Yeah. All right. So this next one, you have to write in cursive writing. The answer.
Like both of us?
Oh shoot.
You can try.
I'll try for
you
sure.
Can try. Okay.
Put me on the spot.
Tell me, Griffin.
Better be an easy word.
Nolan Seed's one of Nolan Seed's pregame rituals.
Oh. I got it.
You went into some detail here.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you got it right though.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's before.
All right. Let's flip these over. Take a look.
Just let me perfect this real quick.
Little handshake with Mark Woolley.
Oh.
But like it's the same thing. You still do it.
Tape stick. Handshake with Mark Woolley.
Cup check, yeah.
It's just so technically it's right? Yeah.
It is true.
You only said one.
I actually couldn't think of anything, so I just kind of threw one down there.
Okay. So you almost know him better than he actually knows.
That's true. That's pretty much the only one I have actually.
Yeah.
All
the fans actually get a good kick out of that.
We will do. Tell me Griffin Wilson's favorite holiday.
Okay.
Seeing as Halloween is upon us.
That is a good holiday, absolutely.
Christmas. Pretty good go-to.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the whole Christmas festivities, all that.
Yeah, gifts is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think we're going away this year for Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, should be nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Nolan, would Christmas be yours too?
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's the one holiday where everybody does come together the most. Like, you do have Thanksgiving, but...
It's the biggest break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's do, this one is a free-for-all, so it doesn't matter if you get this wrong or not, because you guys are both going to be giving your own answers on this.
Okay.
I want you to write down your most memorable Halloween costume. It can be something funny, it can be something embarrassing, it can be whatever the case is.
I don't even know how to spell it.
All right, flip these over. You have Anakin Skywalker and
Darth Vader ones.
Ted costume or morph suit.
Yeah.
You had a Ted costume?
I did. Grade 8, I came to school in a Ted big teddy bear.
I'm a big Star Wars guy, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was Darth Vader one year for
it's a great watch.
Yeah. Did you, are you still pretty big into Star Wars?
For sure. I could still watch every movie.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it.
I still think the last one that they did wasn't their greatest.
No.
They could have done better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The older ones were way better.
100%. And morph suit. What color's your morph suit?
It was orange at the time.
Orange?
I was like grade 6, yeah.
Jeez.
Me and all my buddies, we had a different color morph suit, so we all came in on Halloween wearing different colors. So.
What even is that?
It's
Like
just
the
like,
skin-tight
you know, at the
suit.
Vancouver Canucks games where they'll have
the
the
green
guys
guys.
wearing green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's pretty funny.
Is it hard to breathe in those things?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, let's do Griffin Wilson's least favorite team to play against in the Ontario Hockey League, Nolan.
You actually have an answer for this?
Who don't I
You can't like show me. Like,
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if I have an answer for this. Like,
Or you can even write down a couple if you want.
okay.
Okay, here we go. Just gonna write all 20 teams. Let's limit it to 3.
Who's got some big defensemen? I don't like those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're gonna go big D,
Yeah.
I got one. Oh, absolutely. I'm just gonna go one answer because I'm pretty confident. He was complaining about their big defenseman.
I was?
Yeah.
All right.
To be quite honest with you, I don't know.
Okay, but here's the thing: we're still going to give this to Nolan because Nolan originally had London written down.
I did.
Okay.
He had London and then Barrie. And then he
did.
erased London and went with Barrie.
So it still counts? Huh?
But I don't know. You were complaining about the big D
Yeah, I
on
forgot
Barrie,
about that. That's my
right?
fault, right?
It's all right.
Yeah, that's my fault for sure.
Still got it.
Okay. All right. Let's do Nolan Seed's favorite movie that doesn't include Star Wars.
Oh.
It's only the funniest movie ever.
You think?
Yep. Yep.
Step Brothers?
Fun fact: Griffin and I were actually thinking about being the two characters from
Step
Step
Brothers.
Brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Definitely crossed our minds.
That's hilarious. Paying a little bit of homage to John C. Reilly and Will
Yes.
Ferrell.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
also joke around sometimes at home about putting our beds together in the same
Making some bunk
making
beds.
some more room.
Have
So.
more room for more
Yeah.
activities.
more
I'm sure Pat
activities.
and Kelly would love that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. Well played. We'll do a couple more here, gentlemen. Let's go with, is there one guy on the team that plays the worst music? Like just
that
music
music.
you don't like.
Like in the dressing room?
Yeah.
Are we just like
There's only one guy.
writing answers for ourselves?
Yeah, just
Okay.
a free for all kind of thing.
Just kind of throwing some guys under the bus.
Yep.
It's definitely.
So
Two
Popov
Russians
and
for sure.
Chibrikov,
And
and
yeah,
then
is it
the
yeah.
Russians,
Yeah.
and Caleb Pearson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't really play it in the room, but one time
Yes,
we
in
drove
the car,
with him,
not
and
good.
He's not good.
No?
So, no, terrible music, like Taylor Swift and stuff like that.
Which I like. There's a
not
time and a
bad,
place for
but
sure,
yeah.
but he loves it.
Yeah,
And the Russians just play their Russian.
and you don't understand what you're saying, right? So
Yeah, we had Karel and actually Igor on the show last week, and Igor mentioned the name of a Russian.
Oh. Their words are 20 letters long.
yeah, his song that he goes out to on the ice is Russian. I had no idea
Oh,
what
really?
it is. Yeah.
All right. So we'll do the final one. I want to try to make this a really hard one because you guys have basically just been going out of the park here with these. Nolan's trying to wipe a little bit of.
I got a little marker on him.
got a little bit of
my
marker on
goodness.
Nolan's seat over
I
there.
hope Kelly can get that out.
Let's do. We'll go with the funniest play that's happened to you in your career? This is once again another free for all. So just kind of explain to us like a weird play or like just something that happened to you guys in your career. Doesn't need to be in the OHL. Could be when you were playing minor midgets. So let's see. Let's bring up what Griffin's answer is first. Give Nolan a little bit of time.
I don't even know what that means.
So 2010, we had a tournament in Chicago, the Bauer Invitation or whatever. I actually ended up scoring 5 goals in one of the games, and 2 of the goals actually went off my shin pads, but I guess they all count, right? So,
so like kind of a weird flex, right?
kind of
like
a
the pad
weird,
trick, right?
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And you actually
I don't know what else
you
it would
spelled
be.
shin pad wrong. It's actually SH, shin.
Yeah, I don't know what else I'd put for that. So.
Weirdest thing, I think like, can I say it? Like in soccer, I scored on my own net.
Oh yeah.
It's not hockey though, right?
I know, but like weird plays, I can't really think of one.
When I like dangled you in practice all the time.
It never happens. So yeah, in soccer, I ripped one. You just colored on me again.
My bad.
You owe me a new pair of pants.
So you said you ripped the top shelf?
Yeah, I ripped it.
Yeah.
In soccer, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Oh, yeah, I actually scored on my own net once too in hockey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like ban them or something.
I mean, technically off your shin pad is scoring on your own net too, right?
No, that was like ice.
Oh, you ripped it in.
No, not on my own net though.
You scored 5 goals like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's pretty good, gentlemen.
Skill guy.
All right, so I think you guys actually, I don't think there was a wrong answer in that bunch.
No.
So well played. Dalen, Aiden, you have a little bit of a challenge here with these two gentlemen. So we'll see if those two can get it or if anybody else from the attack can get it, but these two are in the lead right now. We do have another trivia question we want to throw out for another pair of tickets. So let's go and throw that one up right now, Mark. Who holds the Owen Sound franchise record for most games played and how many games? That's what we're looking for. Who holds the Owen Sound franchise record for most games played, and how many games did this individual play? We're gonna have to go a little bit back in the record books in this one.
Yeah, I don't even know that one.
Yeah, they're going very far back. So we do have an interview with Joey Hishin. Let's go and show you this interview with Joey Hishin that our very own John Morris got to catch up with at the end of the game. John?
Thank you very much, Matt. Now joined by Joey Hishin, assistant coach of the Owen Sound Attack. Joey, let's dive right into the game we just watched, the 6-3 win over the North Bay Battalion, and a game that looked like you guys had full control of it until about a 2-minute stretch there in the third. The battalion pulled within 2. My question, Alan Latang's decision to call the timeout, and just how important do you think that small moment of the whole game was in the outcome?
Yeah, I thought we were sloppy throughout the whole second period. I thought we started well in the first period. If we continued to play like that, I think it would have been a bigger gap in the score, but we tried to get a little bit fancy, which turned into a little bit of sloppiness and got away from our game plan a little bit. But yeah, we're able to dial it back in there and get the job done.
You had a team coming into the building tonight that I'm sure the players were well aware had a 9-1 loss and 11-2 loss coming into the game tonight. I'm sure a message before the game from you guys was, don't think about that. How frustrating was it to see in the second period when you could tell that maybe some of those things that you wouldn't like to see happen started to slip into the game?
Absolutely. It's never a comfortable feeling playing a team that has just got blown out a few times in a row, even once in a row, even once. And to play the way we did in the first period and come out strong, I thought it was good. The guys responded well to what we had planned, but then a little letdown, like I said, and it's always tough to play a team that's just got blown out because they're gonna come hard. So I thought we did a pretty good job in the first. Like I said, got a little sloppy, but we're able to get it done.
We're getting right around the 20% mark of the season. It's Aiden Dudas' first season as the captain of this team, and he's taking over the reins from the last couple of captains that have obviously done a really good job with this organization. 2 goals and an assist tonight. He ends up getting the insurance goal in a huge part of the game. Just how impressed have you been with him and how good of a job he has done through 20% of the season?
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about him. He's an incredible kid. He's got a great skill set, a great engine. He works incredibly hard, and that's what makes him so effective. The way he plays is the way he leads us. He's done a great job for us as a leader so far. Brady Lyle's also been a great support cast. Matt Phillip, Carter, Barrett Kerwin. We got a great group of leaders in there, so they help him out when they need to, and like I said, he's done an unbelievable job so far.
This would maybe be a question that would be better suited for the goaltending coach, Greg Rudquist, who is sometimes a little harder to get a hold of. But Nick Chenard, his second OHL start tonight, he stops 37 of 39 in his first, has another really good performance here again, especially in the third when he was tested over and over. How much has he benefited from a guy like Guzda, who is a definite number one, and just how impressed have you been with him in his first year in the OHL?
Yeah, he's a great goalie. He's full of confidence, which you definitely want in a goalie. He's done a great job for us. Works hard in practice. We're going to just continue to push him, get him stronger in the gym, so he's even quicker than he already is laterally. No, he's a great kid, and he's played very well for us.
Awesome, Joey. Thank you very much. Couple days off. Good luck against Flint on Wednesday.
Thanks for having me.
All right, back to you, Matt.
All right, John, thank you very mumuch. So, yes, obviously, Joey Hishin, straight and to the point, doesn't sugarcoat it. You mentioned the fact that, he felt that you guys did play a little bit sloppy, but at the end of the day, you battled back, and ultimately a win is a win. So that's the way that you look at it. But, Nolan, when you look at this team, and especially with everything that happened last year to this year, and the start that you're already having, how much encouragement, how much positivity does this give to this team going forward into the year?
Oh, a ton. Last year we were kind of considered a younger team, and honestly, I think we overachieved. Last year we did pretty well against the Sioux in the first round. Some of those games could have went either way, and nobody really even expected us to get one win away from the Sioux, and winning game one obviously gave us a lot of confidence. But obviously this year, everybody has one more year of maturity, and we came into training camp not only wanting to be a middle-of-the-pack team, we wanted to push the envelope, and we wanted to be a good team in this league. And I think our start kind of signifies that. I think we're right there with the top teams in the CHL, not just the OHL.
And to mention that, the CHL top 10 rankings, they came out 6th place. They have Owen Sound in, and for a while there, you guys were kind of trending upwards, and it's been kind of the tale of the story around this team for a handful of years. The fact that maybe Owen Sound is looked at as an underdog a lot of years. I think that was kind of evident until these last couple weeks. Griffin, is that something that you guys take with stride, knowing the fact that you're maybe looked at as the underdogs, but you wear that with pride?
Yeah, just being a smaller community team, I guess. We're not like a big community like London or something like that. But I forgot what I was gonna say. But just London's a big team, and I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't know.
That's all right. Understandable. So basically this team this year, a lot of excitement. Maybe some of these rookies starting out pretty good as well. Before I get to that, though, we do have a caller on the line. We have Roger on the phone with us. Roger, how are you tonight?
Good.
Roger, do you have the answer to our trivia question here?
Yes.
What would it be?
Kevin Cutting, 327 games.
Wow, you're a pretty good stats guru there, Roger. You hit it right on the head. Kevin Cutting, 327 games. So congratulations, Roger. You win a pair of tickets to the November 9th game against the London Knights, which will be a very good one. So congratulations, Roger, and stay on the line so we can get all your information. All right, so hey, he knows his stats. Kevin Cutting, 327 games. That's definitely going back a little while. Getting back to what I was saying, though, Griffin, the fact that there's so many rookies on this team, are you surprised with how well they've already elevated their games?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a guy that stands out, Ethan Burrows, he's had a great start to the season. Even all the rookies, I feel like they've worked hard. They've came in here. They've proven that they can play at this level. And I think it's just a matter of them getting their confidence up and them getting in the lineup and starting to show what they can do. And they're going to be good for us down the road too. So.
All right. So the Flint Firebirds in town tomorrow. Obviously, a team that you've already faced. Already got a victory against Nolan. What's really the mindset, the game plan, execution to be able to pull out this win and kind of continue things?
Honestly, just keep the ball rolling, like you said. Winning 6 of our 7 last games, I think. Just trying to keep our momentum going. And Flint is not a bad team this year. They've obviously surprised a lot of people. I think they're first in the Western Conference right now, so we definitely can't take them lightly. And I know we beat them last time, but that just means they're just going to come that much harder tomorrow night.
And Griffin, and then from there you have another turnaround over to this Hockey Fights Cancer game. Obviously a great game for a great cause.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, it should be a great time. Last year with McLean and his mom battling cancer, I thought it was just great that we could do that, and to carry it on this year is pretty special as well. So
absolutely,
yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's always something that obviously affects everybody, and it's going to be a great initiative, a great cause. Also, we're going to have Woolies Warriors coming up too. Make sure that you can try to get out to those games. 2 games you really don't want to miss, just because of the factor that they bring away from hockey, and to see some of the fact that you guys get to shave some of your teammates' heads for the Canadian Cancer Society charity and whatnot is pretty good. So, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It was a lot of fun, and we wish you all the best this week, and hopefully you can keep the ball rolling, as you said.
Yeah,
thank you.
For sure.
All right, thanks again, guys. And for yourself, we encourage you, make sure you can always call in to Attack Rep any questions that you have for any of the guests on the show. They're more than welcome to answer them. Also, you can always tweet me at @MattSanderson32. If you do have a question that you want me to share, just tell me and then I will address it on the show here. But that does it for tonight's edition. We want you to have a very good Halloween, so happy Halloween, and a couple upcoming games. Make sure to get your tickets at the Remax Attack box office there. And until then, we'll see you around the arena, and we'll see you next week for more Attack Rep.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
At St. John Ambulance, we're all about community. We teach life-saving skills and provide community support through our volunteer services. All St. John Ambulance product sales and training registrations support these important services. Volunteer, donate, or enroll in a program today so we can continue to have an impact on our community. Visit sja.ca to learn more. At St. John Ambulance, we do more than save lives, we change lives.
We got a mission.